I grew up near LA, and if you live anywhere close to the coast, people automatically assume you surf. Truth is, I'd only ever pretended, hanging out with friends on the beach, carrying a board around like a fashion accessory, but never actually catching a wave. One summer, my buddy convinced me to finally try it for real. Bro, it's easy, he said. It's like riding a bike, but wetter. Spoiler, it was not like riding a bike. We got up at sunrise and drove to Venice Beach with two giant rented boards, strapped badly to the roof of his beat-up car. By the time we got there, the wax had already melted in the heat and was sticking to everything. Off to a good start. The first 5 minutes in the water felt magical. The Pacific was glittering. Dolphins were literally leaping in the distance. Because of course they were. It's LA. And I thought, wow, maybe I'm a natural. Then the first wave hit me. Not gracefully. It folded me like a lawn chair and dragged me underwater long enough for me to mentally review every bad decision I'd ever made. I came up coughing, one contact lens gone, and my friend was already standing on his board like some kind of discount Aquaman. Just paddle harder, dude, he yelled, as if that would solve the fact that I was fighting Poseidon himself. After about an hour of getting wrecked, I finally managed to stand up for 2 glorious seconds before immediately face-planting. The crowd on the pier actually cheered, though. I'm 90% sure they were laughing at me. Not with me. But the real highlight wasn't my wipeouts. It was Bob. Not my Bob, the one from the neighborhood, but some random local surfer who apparently took personal offense at us, kooks, invading his waves. He paddled over, tan like leather, hair sun-bleached to oblivion, and delivered the most LA line I've ever heard. You guys are Hersheying the vibe. We apologized, promised to paddle further down, and then I immediately fell off my board again and accidentally kicked him. Not hard, but enough that he muttered something about tourists and vanished like a salty sea ghost. By the end of the day, I was sunburned, bruised, and convinced I'd inhaled half the Pacific Ocean. My friend, of course, looked like he belonged on the cover of a surf magazine. But here's the thing, despite the wipeouts, the lectures from Bob 2.0, and the fact that my body felt like it had been through a washing machine, it was one of the best days I've ever had. There's something about that first shaky moment when you actually ride a wave, even if it's just for 2 seconds, that sticks with you. Now, every time I'm back in LA, I rent a board and go out again. I still wipe out way more than I surf, but hey, at least I'm not just carrying the board for Instagram anymore.